Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane back again for their stock pick of the day. It is November 28th. Today we are going to cover Zim. It is a shipping company out of the industrial sector. I have covered them before. They were down significantly on the day. Actually, today was their ex-dividend date, and as often happens with this particular company, they dropped significantly on their ex-dividend date, which is why we are going to look at them today because of the big drops. Let's jump right in the video. So if you want to know more about them, check them out at www.zim.com. That is their homepage. I pulled a few snippets from there, so let's take a look at what I pulled. Zim's story spans more than half a century from its beginning as a carrier of immigrants from war-torn Europe to the ports of the future state of Israel. Zim has grown to become one of the world's leading shipping companies operating in every part of the globe. They are a company out of Israel, so if you do own them or interested in buying them, want to buy them or add them to your watch list, one of the things you should be aware of, they are subject to foreign tax, so you would be automatically taxed on the dividends as they're taken out, or as they're paid out. They would take that tax rate right off the top, so you won't pay it, but it'll come out of the dividends paid, and then you would need to work with your financial advisor, whoever that is, or tax accountant, whoever that is, and they would have to file the paperwork to show you've paid foreign taxes. There is a way to recoup those. Again, your tax advisor or financial advisor would have to file that paperwork, and you could recoup that and then pay the taxes here on the state side. That's up to you. Definitely talk to a financial advisor if you're interested in looking at this company, because there are some differences here with it being a foreign company that you should be aware of. Some of the services: dry cargo, reefer cargo, project cargo, inland transport. So they not only offer overseas shipping, but over land shipping as well. They have some trucking shipping that they do, as well as their from port to port shipping in their overseas vessels. Car carrier services, digital services as well. They monitor shipping for themselves and other companies. And then here are the trade routes that they run: Asia to Africa, Asia to America, Asia to Europe, Asia to Oceania, Asia to South America, East Coast, intra-American Caribbean, intra-Asia, intra-Mediterranean and Black Sea, Mediterranean North America, Mediterranean to North Europe, Mediterranean to South America, East Coast. And you'd want to click on each one of those, but a lot of them are pretty similar. They basically ship all over the world. So when one area is slow, like China is right now, another area may still be shipping goods and services. Again, if you want to know more about them, check them out, www.zim.com. And even though they've been around for 75 years, they have not been paying dividends for that long. We'll see that here in a little bit. And the reason we are taking a look at them, again, we're talking about Zim Integrated Shipping Services, ticker ZIM, down 6.65% on the day, closed out the day November 28th at $21.21. Looks like their open was $22.97, so dropped down into 21 from 22, almost 23 to 21.21. And 52-week range as low as 21.15, so right at their 52-week low, as high as $91.23. Average volume 4.8 million. Today's 7.1. Obviously a lot of selling. People probably jumping out after they had collected the dividend. That seems to be a trend with this company. You can see that downtrend over the day. Beta not available. They are, I would say, an extremely volatile company here. PE ratio 0.43, extremely low even for their sector. Their sector average is around 2 to 3, so this is an extremely low PE. And shipping in general is down right now because people are worried about a slowing economy and whether or not people are going to continue to ship a lot of things overseas. Earnings per share is very high, $49.04. Earnings date is November 16th, so that it just passed here. Forward dividend is $27.55. This is misleading. They pay out, it's not a special dividend, it's how they pay out, but they pay out a very large dividend in the beginning of the year. Basically what they do is they pay out a certain percentage from quarter to quarter in dividends, and then at the end of the year, which would be the beginning of the year next year in 2023, around April, they will pay out a large dividend. It's like 50% of their previous year earnings they pay out in dividends. So they do return a lot of their capital to shareholders in the form of dividends, but again, their price is basically on a downtrend as far as the stock price goes. Ex-dividend date, November 28th. That was today. Again, that's the significant downtrend here was because they paid out dividends. And their one-year target estimate, at least according to Yahoo Finance, $30.35. So it does speak to some potential upside appreciation, but again, very volatile stock here I would actually consider this more on the speculative play. Full disclosure, I actually owned a significant position in this company earlier in the year. I did sell out of it because I did not like the volatility and I did not like the extreme drops at the ex-dividend date. It really seems that a lot of people are buying this for the dividend capture method, where they just buy it right before the ex-dividend date, collect the dividend, and then sell it right on the ex-dividend date or shortly after the ex-dividend date, and then it just continues to drop every time the dividends are paid out. So now we'll jump over to stockanalysis.com. I'm not affiliated with Yahoo Finance or stockanalysis.com, just two sites I like to go to. I always recommend checking out more than one location for information so that you make sure you get accurate information. Still looking at Zim Integrated Shipping Services, ticker ZIM here, and the 14 stock analysts from stockanalysis.com, they call it a consensus hold, and it's actually trending more towards the sell portion of this on the lower end of the hold. So there's probably some here, over here in the sell. If you went to this site, you would be able to click on these different bars here, and it would tell you how many of these 14 analysts call it a sell, how many call it a hold, how many would call it a buy or a strong buy or a strong sell. Obviously, I can't do that with here because this is just a snip in time. But according to them, they have a low of $21.21, and it is right at their low estimate, right? They have an average of $44.20, which would be a 108.39% increase in stock price. If it happened to hit their high, $84, which would be closer to its 52-week high, that would be a 296.04% increase in stock price. So, I mean, this one would be, if you did jump into this, just a recommendation. Never want to tell you what to buy or sell, but if it was my money, if I was jumping into something like this, it would be a very small portion, and again, very speculative here, especially with shipping rates the way they are coming down from all-time highs. And then you can see here, I pulled out a little bit of information. They've only been paying dividends since 2021. They do, right, they're not consistent. I mean, $2, $2.50, $17, that's that big one in March that I was talking about. That's basically 50% of their previous year's earnings, then $2.85, then $4.75, then $2.95. So they're kind of all over the place. They do pay out based on their free cash flow, their profits for the quarter. And like I said, they are, I mean, $2.95 per share for dividends and $20, a little over $20 there per share. If you were to get in this, this would be a, you're just looking at potential returns or the dividend payout for an income stream, right? I wouldn't count on a lot of price appreciation for the stock value itself. But again, you never know. I mean, it could jump back up to, you could buy it in the 20s and it jump back up to that $80 or $90 range and you make a significant amount while you're collecting the cash here. But for me, it's purely speculative. It's very volatile, and that's why I sold out of it early in the year. So full disclosure there. So that is it. Looking to find value in the market where we can. Zim is one, again, I had in my portfolio for a while. Watched my overall value of the stock come down. It was nice to get the large dividend payouts, but it did not really offset the losses in the stock price. Now that it's down significantly in the $20 range, maybe it's a better buy than whenever I bought it, but I'll leave that up to you. That is Zim Integrated Shipping. Let me know what you think about it down below. As always, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up, ring the notification bell. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Join me on this journey to financial freedom. Hopefully you are on your own journey as well. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of Zim. Let me know what you think of video. Let me know if you have other shipping companies in your portfolio that you may like better than Zim. I do personally read and respond to the comments. I'm always interested to read your questions, opinions, suggestions for future topics, or constructive criticism. Go ahead and drop it all down below. And this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, thanks for stopping by, and we will see you in the next one. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion. Invest your investigation and purposes. Invest involves risk. Can't lose money. Should never invest any amount you're not comfortable losing. Always do your own research. Invest based on your situation, circumstances, unless select your advice comes to you can read it.